is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio. PHLV Radio.
Hello, good evening, everybody. It's Saturday night and it's 10:05 p.m. If you're watching in the Pacific or in California, it is 10 p.m. So magandang evening sa inyong lahat. And if you're watching us in the Philippines, where I'm currently at, magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. It's 2:05 p.m. here in the Philippines. And it's cooler, I guess, because it's the holiday season. And it's kind of cooler here. And hopefully, as always, I pray that you had a wonderful lunch with your loved ones, significant others, your friends, your family. And hopefully, you're enjoying this holiday season. And then if you're watching us in different parts of the world, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Happy viewing and good day to everybody, yung aming team replay and team share. So maraming salamat for tuning in. I know people are getting crazy. There's so many still holiday parties, Christmas parties were just done. And yung iba may mga family reunion. I had a family reunion with my father's side of the family and we had a blast in Laguna. And thank you for being there. It was such a fun day. Now, for the holiday season, especially the New Year, Happy New Year! Ako, 2025 is almost around the corner. So our letter sender, si Celso, kind of reminded us and ganda. So I'd like to share that with you. And I think this is so timely, especially we're heading towards the 2025 year 2025. So a couple of days na lang, we're saying our goodbye to 2024. And I know 2024 was kind of like challenging to some people and taxing, and there's still some remnants of the pandemic, and some businesses are just getting by now, and then of course in the US 2025 there will be a new president now, and that's President Donald Trump. So that's really exciting, and I think I was told he's gonna take office 2021 January, and he's gonna do his oath taking January 20 yet. Yeah. Dito naman in the Philippines, ay ako, although it's not allowed yet to campaign, if you go around town from different parts of the country, there's so many billboards already, streamers and promoting all that, and we'll cover that as well. But we're gonna put that aside, and let's see first our mga first honor. Si Zion Rizal, first honor siya. Sabi niya, ako first honor. Yes, you are. Then si Hilda, happy viewing to you. Tapos, hello, Kuya Josh Anduit and the world. Happy New Year, Americas and Pinoys. Tapos si Yosh Lianyo Rafanan is also, I believe Yosh is back in the country. I'm not sure. I heard that she's in Baguio somewhere. So hopefully one of these days, Yosh, you and I could hook up while I'm in the country. Nonetheless, it is really a fun week, especially the holiday season. December 25th, it's big in the Philippines because all the movie houses, they'll be showing, like we covered it in the past 2 weeks, yung Metro Manila Film Festival 50th year. So this is their 50th golden anniversary talaga. And they are exhibiting or showcasing 10 wonderful films. I was able to watch 4 out of the 10 so far. And I'll be watching 2 more today. And hopefully by the time I finished all 10, I could give you a good review of that, because I don't really want to be preempt. But so far, if you are interested of the movies I've seen, I watched Uninvited with Vilma Santos, Aga Mulak, and Nadine Lustre. And I watched Green Bones, which is hailed as the best picture for 2024 Metro Manila Film Festival. And Hakot Award talaga ang Green Bones. And of course, it won Best Actor for Dennis Trio. And then of course, Best Supporting Actor for Ruru Madrid. And then Best Picture and of course Best Screenplay for Ricky Lee and Ange, for Ange of GMA Pictures, and also Best Child Performers for that young lady who played Ruth. It is really a wonderful film, so I highly recommend if you are into suspense thriller and you have not seen Aga, kana hindi talaga siya yung normal Aga Mulak role na nakikita nyo uninvited, you should invite yourself to watch it. You will be really in the edge of your seat. And the last 15 minutes of the film, people were screaming and clapping. So it was a sight to see. And then the third one I watched was Espantajo, which is it's a Chitoronio film, and that film won Best Actress for Judy Ann Santos. It's kind of horror, as you know. We have the director Chito Ronio, who is the Punsoy and the other Tukob and all those other horror movies. And that's the third movie I watched. Last night, I watched Kingdom of MZ of Piolo Pascual, as well as Bossing Vic Soto. And I highly recommend that as well. It is not to give it away, the kingdom is about a a peninsula or a world which is almost similar to the Philippines, but it talks about different aspect of society. And this is the first time I've seen Vic Soto become very, very serious. And it's really a dramatic role. And Piola Pascual, amazing, amazing role. And I think if he did not win for this film, I think moving forward it will be a fight for the best actor plum for Agamulak for Uninvited, as well as Piolo Pascual for The Kingdom. So those are the four films that I've seen, and I'll give you more highlights on that. If you're interested on how it looks, the film, the trailer, you could go back and check we did a 2 week of the Metro Manila Film Festival that would end January 2nd here in the Philippines. And those people, like what I've said, we covered that in Alam Mo Ba with Josh Shandowit in 2 consecutive weeks. But don't be worried, because to my understanding, for the organizers, these films will be showcased or shown in different parts of the world. I'm saying the world. And if you are living in Southern California, Metro Manila Film Festival films, the 10 best films, will be shown during the Manila International Film Festival 2025, which will start showing on January 28th, and it will end February 2nd as well. And it's gonna be held in Los Angeles. So I will be there to give support to the organizers. Yan. Oh, teka, marami pa. Si Monica Buendia, sabi niya, happy is watching. So is Roy Nick Hernandez is watching from Project 7. Teka, dami ba kapasok ha? Okay. Si Zion, sabi niya, okay. Si Zion, saan ka nagandahan, Kuya Josh? So far, if you're into suspense thriller, Uninvited, it's kakaibang movie. It's kind of dark, but really a sight to see. The Kingdom as well, highly recommended. And of course, Green Bone. Ay, nako. Green Bone, like what I told people after I've seen it, don't bring just tissue paper, bring towel. Kasi from beginning to end, it will really touch your heart and it will touch your soul. Ibang lase talaga itong movie na to. It's really very deserving of the Best Picture award. Okay, ba Green Bones Super, Zion Green Bones. Tapos kung you're medyo you want a different storyline na talagang you will be pushed to the edge of your seat watching the film, watch Uninvited. And if you want a different Vic Soto and it's like kind of historical drama film, watch The Kingdom. And the rest of the film I'll be watching, I think tonight. I think I'm gonna be watching Isang Himala. And then hopefully I have some time and I'll watch another movie. But I'll keep you abreast or keep you updated next week. Aba, Si Ivy Violan, the Ivy Violan is watching. Hello, happy viewing, Ivy. Happy New Year to you. And hopefully we could catch up while you're in the country and while I'm in the country as well. Ivy Violan, of course, is the Chanteuse, the phenomenal, iconic festival queen who represented the country very well, and talagang grand slam siya when it comes to music festival around the world. Tapos si Rom Bean David or David is watching as well. Happy viewing sa'yo. Aba, si Daisy Abadia is watching. Happy viewing. Si Daisy is from Koreatown, watching from Koreatown in Los Angeles, California. Good Sunday to you all. Hi Kuya Josh, sabi ni Rom Bean David. Happy New Year. Happy New Year also. Tapos, Green Boats Panalo, super ganda, sabi ni Roy Nick Hernandez. So true. Si Faith Hamadi Baydal, ako, who's enjoying with Eugene of Hagibis, who will be doing, by the way, a US tour comes March. They'll be doing that. I will cover that as well. And I know they are watching right now from, Batangas. So you guys, sila, the Baydal or Baydals are back in the country because I know they were in Japan for a while. Happy New Year, Kuya Josh and family. Yes. Yeah, happy viewing sa inyong lahat. Okay, enough of that for now. But si Anthony Antiken is watching from, I think, Luzon. Luzon, somewhere in Tandanzora. Happy viewing sa'yo. At tapos, and Happy New Year to everybody. Si Josephine Castillo, the beautiful branch manager of Regis Center BDO. Siya yung kaisa-isang nakilala ko na nakita ko pagkaganda-gandang branch manager and AVP of BDO, right? On Katipunan, the Regis Center. There's, I think, 3 branches there, but definitely you go and they are a phenomenal branch that I branch there myself. I go there myself. So si Antonio Alcid, si Tony is watching us from Carson, Cavite City, Cavite. Si Esel Ortega is watching us. Hello everybody. Hi Tony. Hi to Madel and Esel and of course to Joel of Hagibis USA, based in Las Vegas. Asel, I just told them that you're gonna have the Hagibis USA will have a tour, a world tour, well, US tour first in different parts or different states in the USA, starting, I believe, March. And I know you have already a good producer as well. So happy viewing to everybody. Maganda po yung ating letter sender today. At I think it is so timely, especially we're heading into the 2025 in a couple of days. So ang topic for today, and we titled it to be a better person in 2025. And this is really a more of a not naman a commentary but more of an observation of Celso, yung itinago natin sa pangalang Celso. And I'll start, okay? Ito na. So hopefully you guys could ponder on all these things. And it's kind of long, so I'm gonna try to cut some, and I'll just highlight some of the things that that was written to us. Okay, things were written in his letter. And sabi niya, Dear Kuya Josh, sabi niya, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. So I guess because I'm based in Los Angeles, happy viewing sa iyo at sa mga nanonood at also sa mga listeners. Maraming salamat sa iyong sa iyong programa na Dear Kuya Josh at sa PHLV, just like others, for having a show like yours. It is really a good platform for us to learn a lot of things about life and how to become a better person. I would like you to comment on things that I came across sa mga postings sa Facebook, and I think this will be a good in for 2025. I read it and I thought about it. I did an introspection, and I think it is worth sharing. So it will be interesting if mabibigyan mo ng panahon itong email ko sa iyo. Yan, so ganda. Sabi niya, marami ako napulot o napupulot na aral sa pakikinig at panonood sa programang Dear Kuya Josh. Ay nako, maraming salamat naman. Um, Isang katangi-tanging na nakakaaliw at minsan nakakainis at minsan nakakatuwa ang mga letters na natatanggap at binabasa mo sa programa. Gustong-gusto ko rin gustong-gusto ko rin ang interactive feature na binabasa mo ang mga comments namin. One of these days, Kuya Josh, I promise I will have the courage na para mag-guest co-host mo kahit isang beses lang. I think kaya ko naman, medyo camera shy lang ako. Yan. Ako si Celso, Kuya Josh, at 45 years old, happily married with 2 kids. Naninirahan kami sa bandang Luzon at tuwang-tuwa ako talaga. Yung sa show mo ay hindi ko nami-miss. Pati na yung isang show mo pag yung show mong alam mo ba dito sa Pilipinas kapag Sabado. Anyways, to start with, ito ang sabi niya. Before we go there, ito na, sabi niya. Teka muna, si Edita Ocampo just came in. Si Ernst Dams, but si Ernie just came in also. Sabi ni Edita Ocampo, thanks for this reminder to be a better person in 2025. Watching from Nueva Ecija. No, Edita, one of these days I'm gonna bother you. I have some business in Lupao, Nueva Ecija that I don't know how far it is. Never been to Nueva Ecija. I just know it is the rice granary of the Philippines. So maybe I'll just ask some pointers from you because of some properties that we have in Lupao. I don't even know where Lupao is. All I know it's in Lupao, Nueva Ecija. But nonetheless, anyway, tapos na tayo sa segue na yun. Sabi niya, ito nga, how to be a better person in 2025. Ito sabi niya, one, and this is not his, okay, just para clarification. Sabi ni Celso earlier, ito ay nabasa niya o dumaan sa kanyang online feed. Ito yung number 1. Stop looking for who is not looking for you. Stop begging for love. 3, stop saying more than necessary. 4, when people disrespect you, confront them immediately. Interesting. Okay. 5, don't eat other people's food more than they eat yours. 6, reduce how you visit some people, especially if they don't reciprocate it. 7, invest in yourself, make yourself happy. 8, stop entertaining gossip about other people. 9, think before you talk. Think before you talk. 80% of how people value you is what comes out of your mouth. 10, always look your best. Dress the way you should be addressed. 11, be an achiever. Get busy with your goals. 12, respect your time. Then 13, don't stay in a relationship where you don't feel respected and valued. You need to walk away. 14, learn to spend money on yourself. That's how people will learn to spend on you. 15, be a giver more than a receiver. 16, don't go where you are not invited. Oh, and when invited, don't overstay your welcome. 18, treat people exactly the way you want to be treated. 19, except they owe you money, 2 calls attempts is enough. Or I guess when someone owe you money, 2 calls attempts is enough. If they value you, they will call you back. And then 20, be good at what you do. Okay. Congratulations, sabi ni Edita. Okay. Just to let you guys know, Celso wants me to make a comment. I read 20 things na nabasa niya or it passed through his wall. And some I believe, some I don't. Okay, start natin muna and it will just briefly. Sabi niya, stop looking for who is not looking for you. And then siguro connect natin, stop begging for someone to love you. Hey, basically ito mga problema ng mga single, especially ang ating sisters na mga sisters natin na so worried na yung biological clock is ticking. You know, at the end of the day, I believe that this is again my opinion only and my comments. This is not a reflection on the owners or management of PHLV Radio. Ito yung sa aking pananaw based on my experience. Stop looking for love. Stop begging for love. Kasi it's important. You have to have self-respect and self-dignity. Kasi it's important na when you beg kasi for love, you will be taken for granted. I always believe, and this is Kuya Josh's belief, that lahat tayo ay may tao na katapat para sa atin. It's in God's perfect time. Hindi pinipili talaga ang love. Hindi yan, it will just blossom. Hindi yan talagang parang you go to a store and buy it. And never ever beg for someone to love you. Kasi when you have to love yourself first, because when you love yourself, that's where the beginning of all. Because when people see that you like yourself, you love yourself, and being on your own, that you're happy, people get attracted. Yun ang pakiramdam ko at yun ang napansin ko na pag masaya ang isang tao, people gravitate to you, gravitate to that person. Kasi nga, with all the things happening in the world, with all the disasters, with all the challenges and the trials that all of us would go through in a day-to-day basis, iba yung meron kang mga kasama o may kaibigan ka o meron kang significant other na masayahin na parang nalilimutan mo yung mga trials and mga problems and mga things na nangyayari sa buhay mo. Okay, yun ang pananaw ko tapos, ito maganda to, stop saying more than necessary. Totoo yan. Kasi sometimes when we share, we kind of share our life away. I think just give what is asked. Don't give too much information about things. I believe that. Kasi minsan, especially when you're doing something, you share, you tell people more than what they need to hear. May tinatawag nga na too much information. So you just be selective on what you share and when you tell people, say a story, just go for the significant. Wag na yung pag nakukwento kayo, parang okay, I woke up this morning, I brushed my teeth, sumakay ako ng kotse, nag-drive ako, na-trap. I mean, you could always, kasi humahaba, it became winded, di ba? Parang ano yung bottom line, ano yung what is the essence, what is the points that you want to share to a friend or to anybody or to the world. Tapos eto maganda to. Ito yung medyo hindi ako agreeable. Okay? Sorry. But sabi niya, when people disrespect you, confront them immediately. Yan ay depende. Now, there's some people, especially our culture, the Philippine culture, by very nature, hindi confrontative. And I know there's some people who are more vocal and talagang confrontative, that when they're respected, talagang they will get to you right away or they'll confront you. But yung kulturang Pinoy kasi is very, very respectful. So minsan at we are fatalistic, laging pinapasa na Diyos na lang, bahala na lang sa Diyos, bahala na lang kay God, ipaubayan na lang. It could be good and it could be bad. So in my opinion, it has to be case-to-case basis. There are things, ako kasi, what I tell people is choose your battles. Hindi lahat ay dapat pinapatulan. Huwag kayong patola. Choose your battles. Patulan nyo lang yung mga bagay na talagang, for example, someone is maligning your character o talagang, they're hurting you, then when you confront that person, do it on a one-to-one basis. Huwag mong i-confront in front of a group, in front of their friends, kasi you don't want na mapahiya din yung tao na yon na kino-confront mo the way na mapahiya ka when things are turned around. Yan. Okay. Lampasan ko yung don't eat other people's food more than uh, that doesn't manifest to me. Reduce how you visit some people, especially if they don't reciprocate it. May mga tao kasi, ang paniniwala ko dyan, it's a give and take. Ang friendship or any relationship, it's a give and take. You give some, you take some. Hindi pwedeng all the while na lang yung give ka ng give or take naman yung or take ka ng take. It has to be, there should be a balance. It's always important in life that you have to have a balance. And I always tell people that I have good friends na talagang they are talagang 100% or 150% they're into their work and they normally would sacrifice their family. In my mind, I think you need to tweak it a little because the job will always be there but the family, it's priceless. Sabi nga, priceless, ang family kasi is forever. Especially when you are a family man and you have kids growing up. Those time is one of those you cannot take back. It's like water in the river. Once it passed by, hindi mo na maibabalik. And the job kasi you could always find another job. But the priceless time spent with family, significant other, those are priceless. So, importante po yon. Tapos, ito, gusto ko to. Stop entertaining gossip about other people. You know, importante yan because yung mga marites, marisol, yung marites, yung mga mare, anong latest, marisol, yung mga mare, lagi nagsusulsol. Kung lalaki naman, tolits. Tol, ano bang latest? Tapos, importante na we understand walang patutunguhan ang mga gossips in life. Ang chismis, I know it's part of the culture. We are always nosy. Walang excuse yun. We always want to know what's happening to the other people, to our neighbors, to the artistas. But don't you realize when you gossip, it's part of the Filipino lifestyle kasi we like to hear stories, lalo na nagiging yung mga chismis about other people. Pero imagine if you hear gossip about them and you pass it on to the other person or sa iyong kaibigan, don't you realize that in the event the tables are turned, how would you feel kapag ikaw na naman ang chinichismis? Diba? Especially, a lot of times, gossips are not true. A lot of times, yun yung tinatawag na yung kwento ay nadadagdagan, hindi nababawasan. Sometimes it's even exaggerated. So I would always try to catch myself when I hear gossip. I just keep it to myself. I would not tell other people because some people they really thrive in talking about other people. I was in a position one time wherein a friend of mine was gossiping about another friend. And what I did on a one-to-one, I said, hey, would you rather not gossip about the other person, pero why don't you gossip about your own life? If you look it in the mirror, mas marami pang pwedeng i-chismis tungkol sa'yo. And it will be even interesting kapag ikaw mismo ang nag-gossip out sa sarili mo. So do yourself a favor, gossip about your own lives instead of lives of the other person. Would you believe after I said that, of course, may anger at first and resentment sa sinabi ko. Pero at the end of the day, the turnaround yon at tumawag sa akin at sinabing, thank you for that reminder. And he and another person said they would make sure and make it a point na hindi na sila maging marites. Okay? So that's a little thing. Sabi ni Evita, si Luzminda Marasigan, and hello to Eddie as well. Happy New Year, Kuya Josh. Luz, I was in GMA the other time trying to pay for the Amilyar. So I would swing by next week and hopefully I'll swing by to see you and Eddie. Okay? Medyo ang haba ng pila because for medyo segue, yung LGU dyan sa Cavite, sa GMA Cavite. Ano ba? Bakit walang mga lines? Yung mga lines, labo-labo sila and there was a long line. And to think, dapat laging may priority lane para sa mga senior at sa mga regular. Just a suggestion, a very healthy suggestion para magkaroon ng order. Because I paid a lot of familiars already in different parts of the country at lahat yun merong priority lane for PWD, people with disability, sa senior, as well as pregnant women. And that was very organized. This time, ito talaga labo-labo when I was there. So I didn't bother because it will take forever. So sabi ko balik na lang uli ako. Anyways, okay, balik tayo. Si Zion Rizal, sabi niya, we vote wisely and be better person in 2025. Naku, tama yan. Babalikan natin yan, Zion Rizal. Because totoo, midterm election na in the Philippines. And we'll go back in one now. Okay. Ito naman yung number 9 niya. Think before you talk, or dagdagan natin ng ano pa, and we talk about this too. Not only think before you talk, but think before you click. Kasi right now, especially the Gen Z and millennials, they don't they don't talk as much. Masyado talagang into tech na the technology, into texting na. So sometimes ito yun ang karanasan ko. When you text, walang emotion yan eh. So it could be said in different words, in different feeling. Iba talaga yung face to face or phone calls. But sometimes, di ba, sabi nga, Philippines is one of the text, if not the text capital of the world. Pero talagang ito yung number 1 when it comes to texting. But sometimes, and I think you experience that as well, na pag nagte-text ka, walang emotion. You could say, hello, na hello, or hello. Di ba different emotions. Unlike pag sa text talaga, walang emotion yun. So sometimes there's a big possibility your text can be misconstrued or can be misunderstood. Yan. Okay. Tapos, always look your best. Ayan, totoo yan. Kasi like what the Little Prince had said, sometimes we're being judged on how we look. Ako naman, ang positioning ko dyan, it doesn't have to be fancy clothes. It doesn't have to be signature or what you guys call branded. If you are into that and you have financial capability to do so, so be it. Kung yun ang fashion style mo, so be it. Pero wag mong gamitin yung perang inutang mo just to be part of the Joneses, or 'di ba, because hindi naman kailangan super fashionista ka or super ganda ng damit mo. In my book, as long as you take a shower or take a bath and you have clean nails, you brush your teeth, and you're tidy enough, that's good enough. Hindi kailangan mamahalin yung suot mo kasi hindi naman yun ang nakikita ng tao sa iyo. Siguro when you're younger, parang look is always the important thing. What is important to a lot of people, even to me, would be the personality. As long na hindi ka naman nangangamoy, as long na wala namang masangsang na amoy emanating from you, I think for me that's good enough. So if you like to dress, and that's your choice, it's a free country and it's a free world. So yeah, dress comfortably, basta hindi siya offending to the other people or hindi siya scandalous to the society. Okay. Tapos sabi ni Edita Campo, in Manila, meron online payment of property taxes. Yes, I heard about it. Nako, Edita, I'm learning so much, and one of these days, I will share that with our listeners dun sa other show ko. Alam mo ba, kasi it's really a learning experience for me, all these property taxes. I didn't even know when I first started doing the property taxes that they call it amilyar. So I know some Filipinos abroad, this is gonna be a very interesting topic once I get all the papers and all the amilyars or property taxes paid. It's a good experience because I go to different LGUs or local government units in the country, from NCR to Region 1, Region 2, Region 3, Region 4. So many, and it's very interesting. At tapos sabi ni Roland, Bordeos watching us from Tabaco, Bicol. Sabi niya, good afternoon, Sir Josh. Happy holidays and good afternoon to you and to your family. The Bordeos family of Bicol. Be a better person 2025. Okay, continue tayo. Uh, uh, Sabi niya, okay, 11, be an achiever, get busy with your goals. Ito maganda to. Kasi 'di ba, every year we have we do, and I'm guilty of that as well. We have what we call a New Year's resolution. What I learned in the past few years na, uh, you don't have to start like January 1st. Do it now. It's the power of now. Wag na tayo mag New Year's resolution. If you're gonna change or you're gonna correct a behavior or you're gonna do something to make you a better version of yourself, do it now. Hindi na kailangan, oh, sa January 1, mag-exercise na ako. O sa January 1, I will skip na eating pork or eating meat. Magiging ano na ako, magiging diet na ako, just fish and vegetable na lang, pescatarian. You don't have to wait for January 1st. If you feel that and you consulted your doctor and your doctor said it's going to be healthy for you, and so be it. I mean, if you're not into pork and into beef, then you don't want to be carnivorous anymore, so be it. Huwag ka nang maggawa-gawa ka ng mga New Year's resolution na hindi naman natutupad. I always tell people, on a day-to-day basis, ako kasi I'm big on yung journal na to-do list. So what I do is I write down the list of goals that I need to do the day, yung to-do list ko. And I start with a very difficult task and then I go to the easiest task less, or that's the latest or the last. Okay? Because once I do that, then I cross it out. On a day-to-day basis, I do that. And I think about it at night pa lang para I could really sleep peacefully and I know what I need to do. Also, I do a list when I go to groceries or to the market. I have already a list para I save time, not only especially when in driving, yung mga lahat ng errands ko, iniisip ko na kung saan from point A to point B to point C from point D. Because as we all know, globally, mataas ang gas prices or ang diesel prices. So kailangan na-organize mo na yun para hindi you go from point A to point C, balik ka ng B, balik ka ng D, punta ka ng F, punta ka ng G. If you could do it in a straight line, it would be a lot better. It's a time saving for you. At the same time, makasipid ka on gasoline. Sabi niya, sabi pa ni Edita Ocampo sa niya, yes, just to share, since I retired from work, I only do recycling of my former fashion choices. Ayan, yun sa mga outfit. See, ang maganda kasi, yung fashion, tama yan, Edita. And thanks for sharing that. Especially yung fashion naman kasi, ano yan it goes back, bumabalik. Dati kailangan yung tawag nga nila yung skimpy outfit, tapos nawala yun, naging baggy, tapos naging oversized na naman, tapos balik na naman yung baston or yung pencil cut na naman, tapos yung color, may mga color scheme. Now, if you take good care of your clothes, it will last for years. I have clothes that I was wearing way back in college. Ngayon, tago ko lang siya simply because I gained weight. And now I'm losing weight again. So clothes that I was not able to wear in the past because of the heaviness of myself in size-wise. Hindi ko nasuot. Ngayon, I used to wear extra large or large. Now I'm back to medium. And then even the waistline, it's just amazing. Tama yung sinabi, recycle. Especially if you have, sabi nga ni Edita, yung mga magagandang damit nyo during your heydays, you could, especially if you could reconstruct them. Yeah, so wag na kayong gumasta. I mean, try to be conscious about your spending, di ba? Spend on food, right? But not on fancy clothes. Hey, sabi ni Gilda Cooper, this I like. Travel pa more in 2025. Thanks you guys. Thanks for adding. True. Kasi yung pera, Uh, we all want to say, we all want, pero we build memories. I don't know, you guys. I don't know if it's something to do with age. But ang experience ko kasi, there's nothing more priceless than having so many memories with the people you care about, people you care most, family, friends, close friends, really sincere friends or true friends. Yung pera kasi hindi yan yayakap sa'yo at the end of the day. You cannot hug your money. It cannot give you warmth. You could buy you could buy heat, but at the end of the day, iba pa rin yung you look at the memory. Sabi nga, when you pass on to in life, when you go to the next life, hindi mo madadala lahat ng yaman mo sa mundo. You came in naked to the world, you will go out of the world naked. Lahat ng yaman mo, all the jewelries, all the bags, the designer branded bags, you will leave them behind. But the only thing you could bring with you when you passed on, or when you're dead, would be the memories you and the people also, aside from yung kung ano man yung pinamana mo, it's the memories that will linger on. It's the memories they will remember. And the wonderful times that you guys shared. Yeah. Si Dolly Baydal. Hello, Dolly. Yeah, sabi ni Gilda, I like the classic looks in fashion. Yes, I agree. Si Mark Joseph Purificacion. Si Mark Joseph is one of the outstanding coach, a life coach and physical coach. Tawag ba? Ano bang tawag doon? Yung if you want to bulk up and I think he is one of the prized possession of forever Anytime Fitness in Hamadi in Quezon City, si Mark Joseph Purificacion. Happy viewing sa iyo. Okay, eto na yung number 12. Medyo na sideline tayo ng konti. Respect your time. Yeah, so meaning if you respect your time, you respect others' time as well. Nako, maraming tatamaan dito because most of us, especially our culture, mahilig tayo sa Filipino time. Nako, yan ang laging pet peeves ko eh. Especially when people will ask for an appointment with me. Ito yung naging lagi kong sinasabi sa mga taong nakikipag-appointment for me, either for coffee, lunch, or dinner, or just a meet up. I'm always on time. It's always been my, and if I if I want to be stressed, or if you want to see me stressed, it's if I'm running late, because I seldom am late to any gatherings, or lagi akong on time. If you say 7, I'm there 7, or even 5 to 7, lagi akong on the dot. Now, if you are gonna be late, please do communicate that you are running late and you give your ETA, or expected time of arrival. Now, ako personally, if you are late, maximum 15 minutes, I will take off. I don't care who you are. I don't wait for anybody that long. Sabi ko nga among my good friends, the only person that I will wait upon is Jesus Christ. So if you're not Jesus Christ, I will not wait on you, because the way I look at it, you need to respect my time as well as respect your time. So if you are a person of integrity, you need to be conscious of other and not only conscious, but respectful of people's time. And if you want to be respected on the time, you need to you be respectful of their time as well. So ano yan, reciprocity lang. Sabi pa ni Edita, oh yes, food and health are priority. You're right, because health is wealth. So tama. So yung I'm guilty of that, guys. I'm not being prude, or I'm not being high and mighty. I was guilty of that too growing up. Kailangan talaga. I was so materialistic. You can never imagine. I even shared with I like black shirt. Would you believe, while I'm sorting all my clothes, I do have I found out when we did the counting. Would you believe I have 75 pieces of shirts, the same brand, this black collar, 75 from the same company. That's sick. That is so sick. Am I sorry for it? Yes, I am. But you know how you are, and I was once like that. When I go to the malls in the past, when I cannot make a decision on what color, then I again, this was me during the old days. I would just buy all the colors para hindi ako magkaroon ng I don't have to choose anymore. I just buy the colors of the certain shirt. But then as I age or mature, then I have this penchant for black shirts or t-shirts. So nagkataon naman, I'm always afraid na baka mawala na yung style na yon. So I keep buying every time I go to the mall. I keep buying, and then especially when they go on sale, I buy, only to find out that I have 75 pieces of that shirt from the same brand from the same company. So talk about being materialistic, right? Okay. And okay, let's see pa. Ito, gusto ko rin to. Be a giver more than a receiver. Yan. Yun, ako naman natututunan ko diyan as I age. Kasi di ba, when we're younger, we tend to, we would like to receive. Wala ba namang taong hindi gustong makatanggap, di ba? Ng mga regalo o mga ayuda. But sometimes, make, sit down and think about it. Iba yung feeling when you're giving things to other people. It might not be so precious to you, but the thought that you gave something to another person, especially they need it most, that feeling is priceless. Mahirap i-describe. It's something you need to experience. Okay? Tapos, eto, gusto ko to. Don't go where you are not invited. And when you are invited, don't overstay your welcome. Nako, ito maraming guilty. Especially in our community, our Filipino community. Please lang, when you get an invitation and it's only your name, wag at walang plus one, please, wag na tayong magdala o what we call bit-bit. Parang, kasi you got to remember, especially when it's a big event, every head would cost that celebrant cash or money, especially when it's a sit down dinner. Even if it's a buffet, they already count per head. Wag naman a little um, being self-conscious na if the invitation only has your name and it does not allow you to bring anybody, please do not bring. And please, if you are not invited, do not invite yourself. Okay? Kasi minsan kasi we just assume, ay okay lang, marami namang food. Do not do that. Kasi hindi nyo alam na minsan the celebrant will go over budget. And sometimes you don't even know if the person giving the party or there's a reason why person was not invited. May journey sila or there's something going on with them. Let's never assume, and especially maraming guilty sa ating kultura na the whole barangay ang darating. At least kung magdadala kayo ng tao, the least you could do, if kunyari kailangan nyo magdala, is ask permission. Let the celebrant or yung nag-invite sa inyo to let them know okay lang ba to bring, say, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my wife, my significant other, or the driver or my assistant. Kapag hindi po pumayag, wag nyo nang insist because sometimes the event, they are like seated event or they are ticketed event at wag nyo nang i-compromise pa na ma-put into to the wall yung nag-invite sa inyo. I think that's one of the things that if we could practice, definitely this would be a better 2025. Okay? Teka. Ito, yung mga nangungutang dyan. Sabi nga, except when you owe money, 2 calls at them is enough. Okay? If they value you, they will call you back. Naku, yung mga may utang. Pwede ba? Huwag naman kapal mooks. I mean, if you cannot pay at that particular time, at least communicate kailan to mangyayari. Hindi na yung kailangan yung pang nangutang, yung pang inutangan ninyo ang tatawag sa inyo. Communicate, have that, especially yung mga nangako. Kasi when you were asking for help, kulang na lang umiyak kayo ng dugo, and that person gave you that help, that they extend you that, the least you could do, especially kung hindi kayo pinapatubuan at ito ay more of a generous help, and you have enough money na naka-recover ka na whatever problem you had, financial problem you had, the least you could do is communicate. And the most important thing is you need to pay. Kahit family member pa yan, wag masyadong thick skin, wag masyadong thick face na parang, ay kapatid ko naman, ay nanay ko naman. Ang utang ay utang, iba ang hingi, iba ang bigay, iba yung pakimkim, iba yung regalo. When you owe money, it's a debt that you need to pay. Okay? Unless binabayaran mo at sinabi wag na, is ano na yan, iyon na, then that's a different story. Pero when it's a debt, debt means you need to pay back, and you don't need to wait for the person you owe money from or money to, ay sila pa magtatatawag sa iyo at maniningil. Because put yourselves in their shoes. Di ba ang hirap maningil ng mga pinautang, lalo na kung ang pinautang nyo ay perang pinaghirapan nyo. At yung mga pinautang nyo naman, wag nang masyadong makapal ang muka. Okay. Okay. Si Daisy Abedin sa niya, good health for all of us, health is wealth. Totoo yan. Thanks, Daisy. Si Edita Ocampo sa niya, the reason why RSVP is now the trend. That's right. Yung RSVP po ay respondent play. What it means, please respond. At huwag kayong mag-RSVP like a day before the event. Normally the invitation, especially if it's a formal invitation, those invitation will go out a month before. Look at your calendar, see kung kaya mo. Now, if you RSVP, ito pa another sakit ng ating kultura, nag-RSVP ka tapos hindi ka darating. Diba? O hindi ka man magpapasabi. You got to remember, you were invited for a reason. You were invited because you are considered one of the few people na gustong makasama ng celebrant. So pag nag-RSVP ka, you owe that na pumunta ka. Now, iba pag nagkasakit ka, iba pag nagkaroon ng family problem, family emergency. But the least you could do is call that person or text and let whoever is responsible for that party or for that event to let them know na kahit na nakapag-RSVP ka na, you would not make it. Now, kung hindi ka naman nag-RSVP, you still need to call, especially when your plans change at you could attend na. Hindi ka lang basta magbabarge in or you just go into a party uninvited. Okay? Kasi nga, bilang yan eh. You got to remember, if you are the one putting the party or you're the one throwing the party, every head na dumarating sa party mo, it's money out of your pocket kasi you have to pay, especially when the restaurant or the event place, you need to pay per head. So please just be conscientious of that and practice that, because I think that will make you a little better for 2025. Okay, teka, meron akong mahaba rito. Sabi niya, okay. Si Yosh, maganda to. Ito, basahin ko rin to ha. Sabi niya, define what better means to you and purify your intention for bettering yourself. Ang ganda. Dagdag natin to. Ito kay Yosh. Naku Yosh, I love this. Define what's better. What it means to you. Okay? And purify your intentions. Okay? 2, begin with self and year assessment, evaluating your accomplishment, failures, highs and lows. Maganda yan. Alam mo, ako kasi I do that on a weekly basis. I look at the calendar the past week and say, okay, what did I do wrong? What did I do right? Kung meron ako nagawang mali, then I look at it, I write it down, and I kasi parang it's a reminder not to do it again. So maganda yan, yung self-evaluation and assessment. Tapos yung third ni Yosh, sabi niya, draw out the lessons that you've learned from that. Okay? So yan, yung mga lesson, from the aforementioned experiences. Kasi lahat ng nagawa natin, good or bad, there's lessons to be learned. There's lesson um, to be remembered. Tapos bawat nangyayari sa buhay natin talaga may message. Kung pumalpa ka, uh, how would you have done it better? Paano kunyari meron kang maling ginawa? How can you improve? How could you make things different this time around? Okay? Ganda yon. Based on number 2 and number 3, how can you better yourself? Yon. Yung sa mga lessons na yun. Kasi pag nag-introspection ka, pag nag-ano ka, yung iniisip mo talaga yung mga mali at tama, may mga points pa na makikita ka na, even when you give speeches, kaya nga a lot of times you need to have a cue card, not to write down your speech, but more of a bullet point so wala kang nalilimutan. And that's really what self-assessment's about. Nobody can know you better other than yourself. Sabi nga, you could cover your true self to other people. There's only two people who would know the real you. That's yourself, and God. Other than that, you could always have a public persona, a public face. By the end of the day, ikaw rin ang nakakaalam ng talagang ikaw. Okay? Tapos, enumerate small, viable steps toward your better self. Commit to consistently executing them. Yan, maganda yan. I like that, Josh. Thank you for sharing that. Yung mga little wins natin. Kasi hindi naman talagang minsan grand, di ba? Yeah, for example, just an example, lagi kang late. So for say next week, may mga appointments ka, make kung umaalis ka mga 30 minutes before your appointment, make it 45 to 1 hour. And ang maganda kasi ngayon with GPS, okay, if you're kind of techie, you could look kung traffic, you could kind of add additional hour para hindi ka nalilate. Except of course for the holidays, di ba? Kasi kahit na anong plano mo dyan, wala ka talagang control sa traffic, especially here in the Philippines. Like what I share with you the other day, which like 2-3 days before Christmas, from Ortigas to Quezon City, it took us 3 hours. Okay? Kasi ginamit na namin ang Waze, ginamit na namin ang Google Maps, lahat po talaga are doing the same thing at talagang the traffic is amazingly bad. Okay? But understandable. So, yun ang mga little wins. Kunyari, lagi ka late, all of a sudden, on time ka na. Isipin mo, bakit hindi ka na late this time? It's because maaga kang umalis, maaga kang nag-prepare. You rather be around that area instead of your people or your person you have an appointment with is waiting for you. Kasi nga, hindi maganda nagpapaintay sa tao. Walang super importanteng tao na dapat intayin. Regardless of who you are, your status in life, your influence in life, be respectful of people's time. Okay? And yung 6 ni Yosh, sabi niya, monitor your progress yun. And I monitor my progress by writing it down. For example, kunyari nainis ako, medyo na-stress ako when I was ordering pizza dahil hindi nila alam o nagkamali sila. Instead of you losing your temper, losing your cool, I would normally respectfully ask for the manager and tell the manager what went on, and then maybe have a little discussion with the manager, if you could even suggest ways to improve their service para hindi na mang-ulit-ulit. And for you to lose sleep over it na para hindi ka makamove on, come on, you're just hurting yourself. Diba? Kasi at the end of the day, is it really worth it? Is it really na magtatalak ka doon? You'll scream at the service crew? What good would that do? Does it make you a better person? Does it make you higher than them? No, it's just, mistakes do happen. So basta ano mo lang, sabihin mo lang yung mistake, and maybe you could even suggest how to avoid such mistake in the future, and you said your piece. And one thing, you will feel better. You will feel na hindi ka nawala sa character mo and you still manage to give pointers for them to better themselves. And that in turn make you a better person. Okay, ang 7 ni Yosh, celebrate and reward yourself for achieving little improvements. Yon, yung reward system. I do that too. Kuyari, if ano bang maganda example? Oh, I had a alteration on the pants at the gagamitin ko for a certain occasion. I was promised it will be available, say, 3 o'clock ng Friday. And with the traffic and all, pagdating mo dun sa alteration place, nalimutan. Hindi pala na-alter. So a lot of times people will lose their temper, magsisigaw na, you know, I'd rather not do that. Nakaka-stress yan, nakakatanda, nakakapangit. So what I did, I said, okay, sana hindi na maulit ito. What are you planning to do about it now that you made an error? Now I have to find another alternative, another pants to wear dahil nga nagkamali kayo, in a word, pumalpa kayo. And by being calm, collected, and being a good person, do you know what happened? The alteration that they would do now to the pants, ano na lang, i-write off na lang nila. They will not charge me anymore. They'll just charge it to their cost center and consider it like a customer retention, and because they want you back. And that is, imagine mo, di ba, I think it's a good experience also when you are in a store, especially in restaurants, pag nagtataray ka at nagtatatala ka, you don't know what they're gonna do with the food, and you don't get what you want. What is most important in my book, if you are nice or if you're nicer, a lot of times they will do you more benefit, or they'll give you more benefit, and at the same time they will be more pleasing to you to 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 approve the favor that you're asking, especially if you're asking for extras, you know, extra napkins, extra ketchup, because a lot of times, especially in the Philippines, talagang tingi-tingi lang talaga eh. Unlike in America or in different parts of the world, talagang kung magbigay dyan, sabi ko nga, land of plenty. In the Philippines, it's different. Talagang bilang na bilang. But if you're nice or you're nicer, instead of giving you two packs of ketchups, they'll give you more. If they give you 3 or 4 sheets of napkins, they'll give you a whole bunch because you're nice. Okay. So, teka, ang dami pumasok. Sabi ni Tony, just live a life with God's work. You can never be wrong. Prayers is a must. Ay, ganda nun. Yan ang magandang reminder of it all. Prayers. I keep reiterating time and time again in all my shows. Prayers do move mountain. Nako, we have a God of impossibilities. Lahat ng tinisip natin hindi posible, posible with Him. Tapos sabi ni si Jay, hello Jay Rivera. Hello Kuya Josh, Happy New Year. Watching from Phoenix, Arizona. God bless po. Mekus Mekus. Mekus Mekus, if you're not familiar with that, I think it was an Indian term, means mix. Mekus Mekus. You know, it's thing. Si Esmeralda Padilla Guo, Esmeralda is with Pinoy TV. Hi Esmeralda, how are you? Hello to Carl Magno as well. I don't know if it's a Pinoy TV. I don't remember. Basta it's a TV station based in Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Tapos si Rinzu. Hello, he's a very good friend of mine in Los Angeles, and Rinzu is a very good singer. So happy New Year to you and happy viewing. Si Dom Sepagan is watching as well. Hello, Dom. Dom, I will going to Starbucks later. So if you have time, let's have coffee together. Sabi ni Zion Rizal, wag na tayong mag-reply. Wag na tayong mag-reply and be better person comes 2025. Hala. Uy, Zion, akin ba yan? Para ba sa akin yan? Wag na tayong mag-replay and be better person comes 2025. Well, ako, Zion, salamat. Si Lo Tanyada from that it's the not the ballet, it's a dance troupe na talagang si Lo. Hi, happy viewing to you, Lo, and let me know kung may mga event pa ang group mo, yung mga fabulous dancers na they had a wonderful show in Los Angeles and I got to meet Lo. So, Tanyada. So, happy viewing sa inyo lahat. So, I will not keep you. Teka, tingnan natin. May mga pumapasok pa kasi. Okay. Everybody's saying Happy New Year. Nako, for this New Year, ang wish ko po talaga is for us to be better than 2024, whether physically, emotionally, financially, at talagang I know we have a great God, and whoever you revere, adore, and you venerate, I know just keep praying on the things. Sabi ko nga, I always tell people, it's important that you manifest, and when you pray, you become specific what you're asking for. At the same time, a little reminder lang lagi, we have a good God. We have a wonderful, wonderful God, and we have a merciful, forgiving God. So I always tell people, regardless of who you are, what you are, um, anything bad happening to you, it's not of God. It's not from God, because God, by its very nature, is good, and anything that's good is anything good. It's impossible to have something evil in his nature. Kasi parang it's logically, it will not go against the grain. If God is good, cannot be evil. So all these bad things happening to you, or challenging things, or tests, or trials that's happening to you, hindi po of God yan. This is from another faction, another place. Okay? So that's what I think, and that is my comment. So sabi ni Zion, Happy New Year po. Thanks Kuya Josh, mabuhay ka. Mabuhay tayong lahat talaga. Gandang buhay po sa lahat. Nako talaga. Zion, maraming salamat. Ito yung part na Celso, maraming salamat. I know we kind of beat the thing, and some I agree on those things that was shared, but some majority of it, I would say 80%, I agree. And thanks Josh for adding more, and thanks also for other people who added on that, like si Edita Ocampo, tapos lahat kayo, si Daisy, tapos yung mga nakikinig, si Benny Uy. Hello Benny. Benny is a friend of mine, a very good photographer or journalist, a photojournalist, si Benny Uy. Happy New Year sa inyo. Si Mark Joseph Purificacion, si Dali Baydals, si Gilda Cooper, si Roland Bordeos, si Luz Feminda, Marisigan, tapos si Zion Rizal of course, tapos sino pa ba? Si Ems, si Edita, si Tony Alcid, si Acel Ortega, Josephine Castillo, si Tony Antiquin, Faith Hamadi Baydal, tapos si Roy Nick Hernandez, si Monica Bandia, si Rombin David, tapos si Ivy Galan, like, si Yosh Liano Rafanan, and si Hilda. Maraming salamat for always tuning in, at yung manonood po later, yung mga replay. Maraming salamat. I would like to end the year properly na sa pagsasalamat, it's a gratitude. Napakaganda ng 2024. May mga challenges and mga hindi inaasang pagkakataon, but life is life, and I just leave it to God. Lahat po ay ino-offer ko back to the Creator and the Provider. Yun po ang lagi kong inaasap, sinasabi sa sarili ko. Whatever comes my way, I send it back, especially those that are challenging. And I believe and I think on a day-to-day basis, the wonderful things that comes my way, the blessings that have been bestowed upon me and will be given to me more pa, and I try to share that blessing, because sabi nga, when you bless others, you're blessed more. At when you share, more blessing will outpour. Sabi nga, you cannot outgive the giver. Yan, importante yan. sabi ni, sabi ni Simon, magpapalitsyon ka ba, Kuya Josh? I did. I did during Christmas. Pero ngayong New Year, hindi. Walang ano lang, lechong paksiw. Yung mga leftover from Christmas gagawin. Nako, maganda yan. Siguro next topic pag-usapan natin yung mga naging handa. But for now, I'll keep this short. Nag-overtime ako for normally I keep it an hour, but because of the beautiful message and topic for today, how to be a better person or be a better person 2025. Let's try whatever you did wrong, correct it in 2025. Correct it now, the part of now. Wag nang magpatupi-tupi. If you are hot-headed before, try to count backwards, 100 backwards. If you are kind of selfish, try to share. If you are a gossiper, try to gossip about yourself and see what happens. And if you do a lot of bad things in the past, write it down. Try to amend. Try to modify. And I think eventually it becomes a habit. All these changes, all this modification for the better, it becomes a habit and it becomes like the back of a hand. Hindi na siya parang you're trying, but it becomes a way of life. It becomes so normal that it becomes like a second nature to you. Diba? Especially if you like to tell lies and you start telling the truth, sooner or later you realize that hindi ka na nagsisinungaling. If you are a very uncaring person, try to care for other people. Try to care and be sympathetic, be sensitive for what you say, what you tell people. And I think sooner or later, when you practice that on a day-to-day basis, the day becomes week, the weeks becomes month, and you'll be surprised. By the time you realize it, it's already a way of life for you. It's like second nature. And with that, maligayang taon. 2025, this is an exciting year. Maraming mangyayari sa 2025. Claim it now. Be grateful for a beautiful 2025 and magpasalamat tayo na rin sa 2024 with all the lessons we learned, all the things that the good things that happened in 2024 and manifest na the 2025 will be the phenomenal year, the year that you would make it better. This is the year that, sabi nga, this is the year that the Lord has made. So let's all rejoice. Be grateful and be thankful and be happy that you are so blessed because you are loved, you are appreciated. And with that, maraming salamat po sa pakikinig, panonood, pag-share, at sa mga comments nyo po at walang sawang pagpadala sa amin ng email at mga text messages, yung mga constructive criticism nyo po, I take it to heart. Maraming salamat po. Hindi po ako magsasawang magpasalamat for all the things, the wonderful things you said about the show, yung mga nag-share. Maraming salamat po. I will never, ever not be thankful and grateful for all the things that you do. At ang lagi pong reminder ni Kuya Josh, every single day, be kind. You can never go wrong with kindness. Kahit mahirap sometimes, especially there's so many factions and there's so many factors that that's affecting us on a day-to-day. Always make an act of kindness to someone because anything that you do to people, it will come back to you in so many ways, in different times, in different situations. And with that, maraming salamat po. I will see you next week. Live na live po tayo for a brand new shows sa Alam Mo Ba with Josh Andowit. And definitely, dear Kuya Josh, maraming salamat po ulit. Everybody have a wonderful 2025th celebration. Happy New Year to everybody. Be safe. Yung hindi po kayo allowed magpaputok, please. Wag na. There's other ways of celebrating the New Year. Just spend time with your family. Mag-ingay. Sing loud, laugh loud. At the end of the day, try to avoid fireworks. May mga firework display po in different parts of the country, especially in the Philippines. Huwag na tayong sumama pa sa mga aksidente that would happen. Let's make it a very productive future celebration and a wonderful 2025. I am so looking forward and I'm so excited for 2025 of all the wonderful things that will come my way and with God's blessing. So pray more and make your fear small and make your faith bigger than your fear. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat po. Good night everybody and Happy New Year! Maraming salamat po. Bye everyone.